Hello students, today I want to start a topic electric charge. Simple topic electric charge. First of all question put up in our mind, what is electric charge? You know mass is responsible for producing gravity field. When a body keeping at a place, then it produces gravity field around it. And this property produced due to mass of the body. Similarly, charge is a physical quantity which is responsible for producing electric and magnetic field. So electric charge, if we define what is electric charge, then that is your answer. It is a physical quantity which is responsible for producing electric field and magnetic field. Now question put up in our mind, when charge produce electric field and when charge produce magnetic field. So if charge is at rest, does not move, then it produce electric field. And if charge is moving, with constant velocity, it produces electric and magnetic field. You know, when charge flowing through a wire, then it produces current in the wire. And when current flowing through wire, then it produces a magnetic field around it. We already know whenever a current flowing through a wire, a magnetic field produced around the wire. So if charge moving with constant speed or constant velocity, then it produces electric and magnetic field. If charge is moving with accelerated velocity, it produces electromagnetic waves. Accelerated velocity means rate of velocity change with time. So whenever charge moving with accelerated velocity means its velocity change with time, then it produces electromagnetic waves. These are three important questions in examination. So I think you understand these questions. Now question put up, methods of charging. There are three methods of charging. If we use any method, then we can charge a body. So topic there, methods of charging. There are three methods. First is charging by friction. When we rub two uncharged body to insulator body, then friction produced between them. When we rub two body to each other, then friction produced between them, and due to friction, heat energy produced between them. And due to this heat energy, electron transfer from one body to another body. Now question put up, from which body to which body electron transfer? So there is an answer of this question. You know, work function. I think you read already what is work function. Work function is a minimum required energy for ejecting electron from a body. From a metal surface or from a body, the required minimum energy is called work function. So, electron transfer from a body of minimum work function to a body of higher work function. Minimum work function to, from body of minimum work function, to higher work function या maximum work function. And when electron transfer, then both body get charge. One body who transfer electron get positive charge, and another body which get electrons or in which electron transfer get negative charge. So that is the method of charging by friction. Again, when two body rub with each other, maybe both body can be insulator or both body are uncharged metallic body. When these are rubbed to each other, then heat energy produced due to friction, and due to this heat energy, electron transfer from one body to another body. Question put up in our mind, from which body to which body, then I describe you the body for which the work function is minimum, electron lose easily, and the body for which work function is maximum, electron gain. So electron transfer from minimum work function body to maximum work function. The body which transfer electron get positive charge, and the body in which electron transfer get negative charge. Now also understand there what is effect on mass by charging on a body. That is also understand from there. One body who transfer electron get positive charge, and due to transfer from body, due to transfer of electron from body, the mass of body decrease. And another body which get electron get extra electrons, so its mass will be increased. So we can say the positive charge body have decreasing in mass, or the negative charge body have increasing in mass. And similar in theory, we can say there mass of positive is less than mass of neutral, or mass of neutral is less than mass of negative. Means if a body get positive charge, then its mass decreases, and if a body get negative charge, then its mass increases. That is also an important question. And if you calculate what is the change in mass, then that is formula delta M, change in mass. Change in mass, delta M is equal to plus minus N M E, where N is number of transfer of electron number of transfer of electron and Me is mass of electron. Me is mass of electron, and which is 9.1 into 10 to power minus 31 kilogram. So you can calculate change in mass by this theory. Okay. Second method of charging is charging by conduction. Charging by conduction. Second. Conduction. That is simple method, and in simple word we can say charging by contact. If we take a uncharged body in contact with a charged body, then charge transfer from charging body to uncharged body, that is charging by conduction. For example, recharge of our mobile. When we recharge our mobile, then we apply with socket by wire, current flowing through wire to our mobile. And similarly, we can say charge flowing through wire. So that is the charging by conduction. That is simple method, or in simple we can say charging by contact. When we take contact uncharged body with a charging body, then charge transfer from charging body to uncharged body, and uncharged body gets charged. That is called charging by conduction. Okay. And third method is charging by induction. Charging by induction. Charging by induction, when we take a charged body at the near of an uncharged body, that is uncharged sphere. Uncharged sphere. And we rub a glass rod with silk cloth, then glass rod get positive charge because it lose electron to the silk cloth. So a glass rod taking near to sphere, near, not in contact, touch नहीं करते हैं, there is no touching, but taking near to uncharged body, that is positive rod, glass rod, which is rubbed by silk cloth. When positive rod taking near to uncharged sphere, then its negative charge comes near to this rod, on the surface near to this rod, and positive charge is away from this rod. There is positive charge and there is negative charge. Already it is an uncharged sphere. If we remove this rod, then these charge again combine to each other and this sphere will be uncharged. Now in this condition, we taking another situation, that is sphere, that is rod, we taking another situation in which we connect by earth to sphere by a connecting wire. Then negative charge of this sphere goes into earth, negative charge, or we can say there electrons comes from earth and balance this charge, this positive charge. Positive charge goes to earth. We can say, repeat this word again. Positive charge of the sphere goes into earth, or we can say some electrons comes from earth and neutral this charge, while the negative charge remains there, because it is attractive by this positive rod. So it does not go in earth. And if now in third condition we remove glass rod and that is insulator stand, we remove glass rod and earthing wire, then this negative charge uniformly distribute in this sphere. So already it is uncharged sphere, but at this time it get negative charge. This method is called charging by induction. I think, are you understand? When a charged body taking near to uncharged body, a charged body taking near to uncharged body, then uncharged body get opposite nature of charge. That is called charging by induction. And all bodies are attracted due to charging by induction. When we taking a positively charged glass rod near to our paper bits, then paper bits attract by this glass rod, because due to this positive charge on the upper surface of paper, a negative charge produced and negative charge attracted by positive charge. So all bodies are attracted due to induction. Okay. So there are three methods of charging. Now, property of charge. There are different properties in charge. Properties of charge. First, charge is a scalar quantity. Charge is a scalar quantity. Unit of charge, SI unit of charge. SI unit of charge is Coulomb. CGS unit is state Coulomb, or ESU, electrostatic unit. 1 Coulomb equal to 3 into 10 to power 9 ESU, electrostatic unit. Another unit also, another unit is EMU, electromagnetic unit, and 1 EMU is 3 into 10 to power 10 ESU, or only 10 Coulomb. 1 EMU equal to 10 Coulomb, or 3 into 10 to power 10 ESU. Biggest unit of charge is farad. 1 farad biggest unit. 1 farad is 96500 coulomb. Actual value is 96480 coulomb, but we use 96500 coulomb. So there are different unit of charges. Next, there are two types of charge given by Benjamin Franklin. That is also question. There are two types of charge, positive and negative, which is given by it. So that is answer. It is given by Benjamin Franklin. One positive charge and another negative charge. Two charge of same nature repel to each other, or we can say there is repulsion force between two charges of same nature, and two charge of opposite nature are attract to each other. Positive and negative are attract to each other. Positive repel to each other, or negative repel to each other. So next property is this. Next property, charge is quantized. That is a topic also. Charge is quantized. Quantization of charge or charge is quantized. So charge is quantized. What it means by quantization? So that is simple topic. Charge on a body is always in the integer form of electronic charge. Charge on a body is always in the integer form of electronic charge, Ne, where N is plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, plus minus 4, plus when electron given by body, and minus when electron taking by body. Or we can say, if a body transfer electron, then we use plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, and when a body get electron or electron transfer in body, then we use minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So that is Q equal to Ne. There question put up, what is minimum quanta of charge? Minimum quanta of charge. So minimum quanta of charge, minimum number of N is minimum number of N is 1. So Q equal to 1 into E. E means electronic charge, 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So that is minimum quanta of charge. Second question, how many electrons transfer if a body get 1 microcoulomb charge? 1 microcoulomb. Microcoulomb means, 10 to power minus 6 coulomb. There we want to calculate number of electrons. So N equal to Q upon E, and value of Q is there 1 into 10 to power minus 6, and E is 1.6 into 10 to power minus 19. Denominator numerator, solve it. 1 upon 1.6, 10 to power 13, because that is plus 19 minus 6, 13, and 1 upon 1.6 is 0.625 into 10 to power 13, and also you can write 6.25 into 10 to power 12. So that is second question. How many electron transfer for charging 1 microcoulomb or 1 nanocoulomb or 1 coulomb, 1 millicoulomb, any question put up there. So you can solve by this formula, n equal to q upon E. And a question also produced there, how much positive and negative charge in a definite quantity of any material. For example, a question put up there, how much negative or positive charge in 36 gram of water. Easy solution. First of all, you calculate number of moles in 36 gram of water. So these are 36 upon 18, so 2 moles. Now number of molecules in 36 gram water, equal to 2 into 2 mole, Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 to power 23, and that is 12.046 into 10 to power 23. These are number of molecules. Now we know in one molecule there are 8 electrons, 8 or 2, H2O, H2O, 2 electron of hydrogen and 8 electron of oxygen. So there are 10 electron in one molecule. There are 10 electron in one molecule or also 10 proton. So number of electrons in 36 gram of water, that is 12.046 into 10 to power 23 multiply by 8 plus 2, 8 oxygen के electrons and 2 electrons, number of electrons of hydrogen. So that is 12.046 into 10 to power 24. These are number of electrons. Total negative charge equal to Ne means 12.046 into 10 to power 24 into 1.6 into 10 to power minus 19, and that is 16 6 the 96, 9 16 4 the 64 or 9 73, 7 16 2 the 32, 3 16 1 the 16, 19 1 2 3 4, 19.2736 into 10 to power 5 or 1.92736 into 10 to power 6 coulomb, that is negative charge, and also it is positive charge because we know water is in neutral condition. So in neutral water negative charge and positive charge equal in amount. So that is an important question there. Thanks.